Good morning, everyone. It's Hope Boland and Carly Smith.
What's up, y'all?
Good morning, everyone. It's Hope Boland. Alrighty, we checked the sound and now we're good. We're going to be talking about rainfall totals. Well, really just the rainfall this morning and what to expect as we go throughout today and the rest of the week.
Yeah, let us know in the comments how you feel about this weather. I don't know about Hope per se. I think it's nice to spend time indoors, but I think we're both feeling a little extra cold this morning. So do you like the cold? Do you like the dreary pattern? I am definitely missing the sun.
Yeah. Pulling us up on cam, I'm missing the sun too. I know on Thursday I worked and I was like, get outside today because the cloud cover is the sun's going to hide.
Yeah. This is a very Ohio weather pattern, and I don't mean that in the slang version necessarily, but you could argue that is true as well. But when I worked and lived in Ohio, winter was very dreary. It was cloudy with moisture coming off the Great Lakes, and it stayed cloudy pretty much all winter long, and it was cold like it is here, but even colder because it's Ohio and not South Texas, right?
Yeah.
But this is a weather pattern I got away from, and so when it makes a comeback, even if it's not quite as cold as it was in Ohio, I'm never a fan. I like the sunshine. I like the summer days.
Yeah. I don't like the heat.
Is the heat too aggressive sometimes in the summer? Yes.
Yeah.
But
And the humidity.
I would rather have that any day than freezing temperatures any day.
No, my parents laugh at me because I'm like, oh, it's so cold. Or I'm like, it's chilly. And they're looking at their thermometer and it's like, it's 20 degrees here. What do you mean it's chilly? And 60 degrees where you are. So anyways, difference between North Carolina and Texas weather. But I'm going to pull back up the weather graphics for you. So
that is not the weather graphics.
That's not the weather graphics?
Unless somebody changed it. I think it got changed.
It got changed?
I'll go fix it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think maybe they're about to do an interview. Hopefully not anytime soon. Hopefully we're not starting a
we had this fixed. I did this correctly. So,
hopefully we didn't just start a production fight. Anyway, we'll see how long this lasts. But the graphics are back up for now.
Okay.
So go on, Hope, take it away.
This was as of 8 a.m. this morning. I think the actual rainfall totals that you see, the green and the blue, that's actually increased to right now, I believe. But the numbers are what you see from 8 a.m. this morning. So pretty scattered rain coverage, mostly in the northern part of our region. But if you look at radar here, we're zooming out. You can see
the watershed missed a lot of the rain this time around, unfortunately.
Most of that rain going to the northeast. You can see here, this is a current look at the radar over the last hour. So rain is currently fizzling out of our area, which is what models were showing, that by the time we got to around lunchtime, that rain was really going to decrease. We may see a couple more showers isolated throughout the afternoon.
I think, keep in mind, patchy kind of drizzle is still possible, which you'll really only notice if you're driving. Otherwise, you won't notice that drizzle. And by driving, I mean you'll be driving and all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I need to use my windshield wipers, and it's the drizzle. That's the reason.
Which doesn't always show up on radar. So
and it's not quite enough to really lower visibility either. It's very fine drizzle that's been out and about this morning.
Yeah. So the reason for this pattern, this dreary December morning, is that we have northerly winds bringing in cooler air, but just you go a little bit above our surface and you see that we have southwesterly winds. That's bringing in some warmer air that's going to rise on top of that cooler air, and as it rises, it cools, and that forms some clouds, and then that can cause some rain as well. We also have been seeing some upper level energy come in from the Pacific as well. That's helping with the cloud cover, just aiding in some lift, helping things rise some more. In addition to that, we had a low this morning that was giving us some instability, helping air to rise, and that is moving off to our northeast. So as we saw the most of the rain be in the northeast, that's kind of carried that direction all morning long, and it is really no longer in our area. So this is what we were using this morning to grab a coat and an umbrella. You may not need that umbrella anymore, but that coat is still going to apply.
It's cold. Have we looked at a current temperature yet?
I don't think I've pulled up a current temperature. I can do that right now.
I was just curious what it was.
I don't know if it's gotten out of the 40s yet. We'll see. 49.
Yeah.
So we do this updates like every hour or so.
Yes.
So probably just updated.
It just updated, yeah. So 49 is still pretty accurate.
Yeah. So maybe low 50s.
Yeah. I mean, this morning I was like, I don't know if we make it out of the 50s, to be honest.
Not out of the 50s.
I mean, out of the 40s. Yeah.
Yeah. But we do have a wind that is causing that northerly wind is making us still feel like we're in the 40s, even if we do enter that 50s today. The tower cam that I just pulled up, that shows our
wind chill was
44.
Yeah.
So winter coat weather for us, at least.
I wore my winter coat to work this morning.
No, I kind of laughed when I saw that. I was like, Carly, it's not that cold.
I mean, I'm still wearing a dress, right, with boots, so my knees are still exposed.
Yeah, it was the longer coat,
yeah. It was a coat I wore when I lived in Ohio.
Yeah. No, I have, my coat closet is full of all these different level of coats that I just, like, really have not used. And today I got to use one, so that's nice. Going into tomorrow, we're going to see a little bit of a change, and here's why. You can see this is looking a little bit higher up in the atmosphere, at least the winds are. Those are those southwesterly winds I was talking about that's leading to that overrunning pattern and some of the cloud cover and rain we're seeing. But as you go into the evening today, that wind starts to transition to out of the north. What that does is push down colder air for us and also drier air. So those yellows and those reds that enter our area, you can see there, that's going to be drier air pushing out some of that moisture. So our rain chances really will go down tomorrow. And with that, we will also see a break in some of those clouds. So that's going to be really the first time since Thanksgiving that we see some sunshine. So definitely get out and enjoy that tomorrow, because that rain chance will return towards the end of the week on Thursday.
And I will say there is a chance southern areas are still pretty cloudy. It kind of depends on...
Oh, yes. The moisture kind of... our northern areas are going to be the most dry tomorrow.
Yeah.
It did look like, when I was looking at stuff, that's not really super evident on the graphic I just showed, that there's still some moisture in our southern areas. So there's maybe a chance for some rain there.
Yeah, or at least some clouds, I think more so is... And another surge of moisture is going to come in on Wednesday, which you
moisture
see heading
will start
into
to
Thursday.
creep back in. Thursday, that moisture looks very high. Relative to the time of year we are in.
Yeah. And Ricardo did ask, as you were starting to talk about it, how does tomorrow look rain-wise? And basically rain-free.
Yes, yeah. Rain-free, some sunshine, more towards the middle of the day.
Yeah, especially for northern counties.
Yeah, and so what the break in the clouds will do, if we start to see that break in the clouds in the morning, that is going to lower our temperatures even more, because we'll get clouds act as a blanket at night, and they keep us warmer. During the day, they'll keep us cooler because we don't get any of that heating from the sun. Or we get some of it, but we don't get a lot of that heating from the sun. But it's the opposite at night. So we do have temperatures a little bit lower for tomorrow. But right now I'm showing Wednesday on our future cast, and this is our next expected cold front to come into the area. That's going to make its way through Texas again. You can start to see that rain show up as we get into Thursday morning. And again, high-res models have not come out yet, so the timing of this will likely change or could change. But this is what we're eyeing for our next best rain chance, and possibly for this to stall, that front to stall once again, and get back to that overrunning pattern today, where we see mostly lighter showers, some areas that could be a little heavier. And I do think
in that scenario where the low tracks will get the highest amount of rain, which is kind of similar, not necessarily to now, it's more flow coming off the Gulf toward Houston around the low is getting more rain as we speak. But you see where that low is tracking over the Houston area, once again targeting that area for more rainfall. Meanwhile, our rain will likely be kind of this light, patchy rain that we've seen today.
Is there any more questions?
No. Sandra just said, I do not miss the heat at all. She is, I guess she didn't say loving the cold weather, but liking it a lot more than the heat.
I think my perfect day would be 60, 70 degrees, sunshine, maybe some clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that April 25th?
What? I'm confused.
Have you ever seen the movie Miss Congeniality?
I have, but obviously not well enough to know that.
The perfect date is April 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Yeah. Well, we're not experiencing that right now.
You need more than a light jacket. I do at least.
Movie watching. Me too. I'm wearing the jacket in the newsroom, but this is laying on the couch, movie watching weather, staying inside,
decorating for Christmas.
Oh
weather.
yeah. Have you?
Decorated? Yesterday it got cold and I said I need Christmas, so I put it up, and I think that's one of my. I don't know if it's necessarily a complaint, but something that I do struggle with living here in South Texas is it's hard to feel like the holidays.
Yeah.
Because our weather stays hot for so long. Mm-hmm. And so when we got that cold front on Sunday, I was cold. I was a little sad because I love the sunshine and the hot weather. And I said, you know what? It's time to put Christmas up. It feels like Christmas. It needs to look like Christmas. So I did it yesterday. More hardcore than I think I ever have. I don't know what overcame me. I think it's the timing of the cold front.
I have plans for this week. I was thinking Thanksgiving, but I like my fall decorations. I like the oranges. I like the pumpkins.
Yeah, and it's still it's meteorological winter as of today, but astronomically speaking, when the sun's rays are directly over the Tropic of Capricorn, right? Cancer is the northern hemisphere, Capricorn is the southern hemisphere. So when the sun's rays are directly over the Tropic of Capricorn, which is a latitude line there in the southern hemisphere.
You got this.
That is when winter officially starts, and that doesn't actually happen until the 21st of December.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah, right before Christmas is.
If you're gonna get a white Christmas, we need to have winter.
Yeah, is officially winter, and so that starts December 21st. But meteorologically speaking, for record-keeping purposes, it's a lot easier for us to just categorize all of December as winter.
Yeah,
so.
It's way easier to start at the first of the month than to be like...
And I think most people associate winter earlier, too, because you don't think of Christmas as being 4 days after the start of winter.
Yeah. Or, like, it snowed in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, this week.
Yeah.
So...
And they're going to get... I don't know if Chicago necessarily is going to get more, but the Midwest is getting more snow today. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've entered that pattern recently. Yeah, really recently, where you started to see rain down here. We finally
broke down that ridge of high pressure that was holding on strong. So we're still below normal. Our normal high is 72 as of today. That will fall throughout the week, but our normal high is 72, and we're looking to stay at or below that through the week ahead, which is great.
I'll leave you guys on the 7-day here, but that is all for us. If nobody else has any questions, enjoy tomorrow, the sun and no rain, because we haven't seen that in the last day or so. I don't even remember what Saturday looked like, but I know it was cloudy and windy, so the wind also goes down tomorrow, so enjoy that too.
And it's calmer than yesterday right now, but still a little breezy.
Yes.